Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here on a Tuesday, the Barnes and Tony Show. Michael lurking. The count to the Beach Bash is on.
Oh,
How
yeah,
you doing,
dude.
sir?
I'm doing great today, dude. Obviously, Stanley Cup last night. Stoked to talk about that. Stoked for the Beach Bash this Friday. Looming around the corner. Also, realized, I guess I didn't really realize. I kind of knew this weekend, too. I was thinking about it. But episode 800 is going to be on Thursday, I believe.
On Thursday. That's
I think
crazy.
it is.
So 798, tomorrow 799. That'll be Thursday, 800.
There we go, dude. Right before
800.
the Beach Bash. 800.
That is actually kind of crazy that it's right before, like just how that happened.
Right before, dude.
To
You
work
know,
out.
definitely got to make sure, like, Rick and Dave know that to congratulate us. You know, we're here to celebrate our 800th episode. This is the DTV Sportsport Bash. Yes,
Dude, it's crazy how bad that Dan Graca is. Like this morning, I'm on the way back from Mohegan. I'm listening to Damon Amendola and Mike Babchick on Sirius XM Radio.
Really?
You guys don't even know who they are?
No, got nothing.
No, but I think DA you should know because he had like a show on Fox and then CBS Sports Radio.
When?
And like he would like until I don't know the last year.
Oh, okay.
And he like Mike Francesa used to make fun of him because he used to sign off like DA and like he would do the Sportsman. I guess you never really listen to the fan that much.
No.
But you would like do the Sportsman and always go, and that's Damon Amendola. Like it's just like, yeah, basically saying Jeremy Schaap, honestly. I would say younger version of Jeremy Schaap.
Oh, jeez. But you enjoyed the show this morning?
I listened to it for a second, but it was just better than having to listen to. You've definitely seen this guy before.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He definitely
Warwick.
is a chief, but he's less of a chief than Dan Graca. I'll tell you that much.
He looks like he's more of a chief, to be honest, dude.
No one is a bigger chief than Dan Graca. But it sucks though because I want to listen to that show, but I can't. I cannot listen to Dan Graca for 1 second.
I don't know, man. Obviously I listened to it this morning. I've been listening to it. I'm there for Rick, obviously. And RJ,
but honestly, he's so bad that it makes it not even worth it for that.
Dude, they've been doing like this Family Feud segment too.
Oh,
And like yesterday, like Rick like hosted this segment.
yeah.
And dude, Graca was just a terrible contestant. Like again, like they're trying to move the show along, and he's just a fucking stick in the mud, talking about nonsense, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just exhausting sometimes.
Why do you do it to yourself?
What I do to myself? Because it really is like, I think Rick is hilarious, honestly. And I really want to hear Rick's take about the Stanley Cup final. So I was like,
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I feel like though Rick is elevated when Dave is there though, honestly.
Oh my God, of course, dude. Yeah, they bring
Yeah.
out the best in each
Yeah.
other for sure.
Yeah.
They need each other,
Well, but
dude.
no,
They do.
Dave could do it himself. I don't know with Rick.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like he's just like yeah.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah.
Dave, again, there's no, like, he's got the knowledge,
Yeah.
like Rick does need somebody to kind of who knows how to host a radio show,
Yeah.
like he's not a host.
Yeah.
Dave is the host for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Dave is the best. Yes, Michael. Sorry, I can't hear you. I got,
Oh, but a lot to get to. But I want to start off with, and this was a surprise to me, receiving this yesterday. Corey hooking it up here.
Shout out to
This
Corey.
is the Zoros de Somerset Anthony Volpe bobblehead. So
Wow,
I guess
dude.
this commemorated his
Nice.
walk-off home run against the Hartford Yard Goats
Whoa!
in the Eastern League Northeast Division's first half championship. Whoever won the head-to-head matchup against each other on the final day of the half at TD Bank Ballpark would claim the first half title and clinch a playoff berth. And then down to his final strike on the last day of the first half, he belted a walk-off home run that sent the Patriots to their first postseason as the Yankees AA affiliate. So how about that? Pretty cool that he was wearing this jersey too, the Zoros de Somerset.
Yeah, dude.
The
New Jersey native.
Looking forward to adding this to our collection here at the studio. And again, thank you to Corey for hooking this up. And I apologize for all the styrofoam that's about to get on the.
I mean, it's just one of those things that's going to have to happen, you know?
Yeah. Because
there's no avoiding it, dude.
It's kind of one of those things. Did they say the plug's worth the squeeze? Is that
the juice is worth the squeeze?
Juice is worth the squeeze. Yeah. This is pretty cool, though.
Wow,
I mean, obviously, that's his pose after the walk-off home run.
Yeah, that is sick, dude.
So this is awesome. I'm gonna just leave this here now, and I'll leave it up to you guys to
place it
in
the trash.
As you such. I mean, the box usually goes or no?
I don't know. I feel like with these types of commemorative things, you kind of need to keep the box. I mean, honestly, dude, like I'm one. I don't think it's not gonna be probably worth anything. I guess. So, well, I mean, I don't know. I know, so tough, dude. So I guess we gotta kind of keep the box with styrofoam, huh?
Wow. Okay.
At that point, dude.
Okay.
Wow.
Do a shop vac here or something?
A what?
A shop vac.
Oh, shop vac? Oh my god, you're gonna need one, dude.
Brian,
Brian. Oh.
Your mother's saying to save the box.
Wow, my mother's saying save the box.
I'm feeling like obligated to like at least like attempt something here, but then again, I'm putting everything in the air, just flying all over the place. So probably making it worse, to be honest.
Dude, honestly, like those fucking styrofoam things.
It's rigged. What are you gonna do? There's no way to. What am I doing here? What am I doing?
They're gonna be stuck to you all day, to be honest, dude. You can find them on your shirt.
But that's all right. That's all right. Let's see. So this is out of order here. But actually, you know what? Start from the top. Go comments, go. Josh B, the best. What do we got?
All right, let's go. Josh B, who is the best, with a big let's go here. He says the countdown continues. Hashtag TCA, hashtag sportsport, hashtag DTV. The countdown is to, of course, and he said it, hashtag beach bash.
Let's
Matthew
go.
Gabriel also in the house with a big let's go. Pump for the bash as well. He will be there vicariously through us. Michael Buckta, NHL and ESPN doesn't feel like hockey anymore. No Doc equals no hockey.
He can't let it go with Doc Everett.
I mean, I miss Doc as well. And honestly, ESPN, a pretty tough job with their broadcast. I mean, I don't know if it was their mistakes or if like the crowd was saying curse words, but I think the audio last night constantly in and out. And not for nothing, I believe it was when Barkov first hoisted the cup last night, they didn't have him on camera.
Oh,
like
really?
They missed him, dude. They missed him hoist the cup. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
The only thing I will say about ESPN, the broadcast, they do have like a cable cam now that sweeps across the arena. That's cool.
So like how they do for like
football.
Monday Night Football, yeah.
Exactly, dude, which is dope.
Sky cam, I guess.
Yeah. And I like that, but sometimes, dude, they do drop the ball. My mother in the house, says good morning. Buckta, speaking of having a good morning, says whenever I think of the beach, I think of the beaches in Southern California with the beers, dude. And then Josh B, of course,
become
had a
one
huge kick out of it.
Without LeMayo. I mean, he's right. He's right.
And he says Rick does a good show with Ty.
I haven't heard
Butler,
that, but I like Ty.
I mean, obviously, back in the day when Ty was producing the show and Rick wasn't around, I guess it was maybe them two.
But I thought Ty just produced on the weekends. He used to produce in the weekdays.
I think so, right?
Okay, I just remember him always talking about like Michael, talking about me and him doing a show, just us. That it was like Dave and Ty on the weekend, but I don't know if Ty used to do during the week.
I think he did. I don't know, because we kind of got into DNR a little late.
Gotcha.
And like, I feel like by the time we really got into it, Ty left to do his own show.
Okay.
Rightfully so, because he is really that good.
He is good.
But Michael Buckta says the day Doc retired changed hockey forever.
Forever and ever. I just feel like, you know what, Michael? It's just like, I get it. Like, I'm sure legend, like it was before my time with hockey, but at the same time, it's like, do we watch the games for the announcers? I mean, come on.
We don't.
Matthew Ryan?
No, not Matthew Ryan. Thank God, dude. Buckta, and I think he's trailing off. NHL and ESPN doesn't feel like the Stanley Cups anymore.
I mean, I just don't agree with any of that, to be honest.
I mean, everyone likes hockey, first of all. I don't know about everyone, but people like hockey, obviously. And I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Sean McDonough was all right, I guess. Like,
like he's not great, but he's not the worst thing ever. It's not like Grassa announcing.
No.
He says he watches the game because of the announcers. I just don't think so. It's just like that's like saying we're not going to watch the NFL anymore after Nance retires. It's like that's not going to happen.
Exactly. And I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like, especially as a fan, I mean, you can't be. I don't know, dude. You can't be like that. Like an announcer retiring is going to make you not watch anymore like that. As much as I love Doc Emmerich, dude.
The only person I would say I might stop watching for if he retires would be Michael Kay. with the Yankees.
Oh, for the Yes Network?
Nah,
Are you
dude,
serious right now?
I'm
Oh,
kidding. I'm saying
okay.
it's asinine, Tony. At the end of the day, come
Right.
on. Like these announcers, they've been overpaid. Like, the guy's making 20+ million, like Troy Aikman for ESPN.
Oh, God, dude.
Not to say that he's not bad, but
Right.
it's just like we really got to take a pause where it's like, there are certain guys and yeah, maybe, I don't know. It is weird and it is all perspective and like it's not the opposite of whatever recency bias is, but it does feel like it's like the quote unquote iconic broadcasters like aren't developed anymore. I'm trying to think of like the youngest working broadcaster right now that we would say is, a Hall of Famer or like an icon.
The youngest?
Wow. But you know what I mean? Anybody
Yeah.
that's, I don't know, that's not a 20, 30-year-old vet. Like, could Joe Davis get there? Like, I don't know. I mean, he's not bad.
Who's next up? Like, if K retires, like, who's the next guy in, you think?
Rucco.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think he's fine, honestly.
Yeah,
he's fine. He's probably better than Michael Kay. Honestly.
Probably. We got SNY. We'll probably have Steve Gelbs.
Howie Rose was commencing like 50 years of doing radio or whatever. And there was a Twitter thing. I listened to it for a second, but the snarl, oh my God. They gotta have him and Cohen, like just
oh my
see what
God,
that would sound like.
That's so funny.
But yeah, like, you know what I mean? There's not, I can't think of anybody who's like mid 40s, early 50s that's been around that's like, oh wow, this guy is like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no.
Like it's like there's a lot of debate about Romo. I like Romo, but I feel like people don't. Not everybody likes him.
Right. Do you think that's because though, like just anti-cowboy people, anti-Romo people from when he played, right?
I guess, and I do get the thing about look, he's like, but it's like, he's just trying to like get the information out there and like really give the fan an idea of what's going on. So I don't mind it, but some people just don't. I think don't have the patience for that,
which is kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah. Buck, a lot of people don't like him. I don't know.
You can take him or leave him, I guess.
I feel like for NFL though, he is pretty good.
No, for NFL, yeah.
Yeah. Like really good, honestly.
When he was doing baseball though, I mean, I don't know.
Dude. Yeah. No, I see that. And then I mean Nance, but Nance is older. Like, you know what I mean? So that's from like the previous generation. I'm just trying to think of somebody from the newer generation. Can't really think of anybody.
No one.
And I think the problem is too, like for baseball, for instance, there hasn't been like a consistent national voice. I mean, I guess Joe Davis on Fox, but it's like Buck was that. And then I don't know. You think no way for Davis?
I don't think so, dude.
What is the problem though? You think he's just too much of a chief?
Yeah. Like I'd have to maybe do some more research, but from what I've seen, I mean, nothing's really hitting me like right, I guess.
Yeah. But I think the NFL though, the NFL does a great job, and it's a shame too. I feel like not that he would be like in the like the lore or whatever of John Madden, but I always thought Tirico was really good. It sucks that they paired him with Collinsworth.
Oh yeah, true.
I feel like anybody else, right? Like, because you don't like Collinsworth.
No, I can't like Collinsworth. Tirico is good though, and he does golf. I think he does Olympics too. Like NBC loves him, dude.
But just get Gruden in there. Like, figure it out, sign the papers. Like,
I feel you can put literally anyone else. I feel like honestly get someone who like retires, and just put him in there. With Tirico because he's professional. Help him out. Collinsworth is tough, dude.
Really tough.
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
It almost seems like Michael Bucca is more into like the announcers than the actual game.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude. I mean, I do agree when he says there's no energy for some of these announcers for the NHL. I mean, we've heard some of the calls for the Rangers playoff games from ESPN. I mean, it's just like not even excited, dude.
I don't know. I mean, I
don't know. I think I definitely tagged you in a video where it was like a Doc Emmer call and then someone's call from this year for a Rangers goal. And it was like,
but I don't know. I think McDonough gets up though for like a big goal.
Yeah, McDonough does, dude. He's, oh my God, so funny to watch on camera when he's announcing. Cause it just looks like he's just like, tense, so tense to get these words out.
Yeah.
And his thick accent too, freaking hilarious.
I do think though, like he did do a pretty good job when he used to do. Oh no, that wasn't him. That was Dan Schulman. I guess he just does Blue Jays.
Who?
Dan Schulman. Remember, he used to be Sunday Night Baseball. I don't know if
Oh yeah,
he was
dude.
actually on the broadcast when Osama bin Laden was captured. Remember that?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, but I think Dan Schulman was like really, really good.
I mean,
honestly.
that was a great call.
Yeah.
Like to
Yeah.
report that
Yeah.
during a game. That's awesome.
It's a shame that, but I think he just because he lives in Canada, that's why he wanted to be at home, and
Right.
so that's why he stopped doing Sunday Night Baseball. But
I forget who was is it Joey Votto that has that thing where whenever he hits a home run, something else is happening, where it gets reported.
you're talking about Nick Castellanos?
It is Castellanos. Yeah, dude. Because
Yeah.
I think that he hit a home run when that was reported. No, was that him?
I don't think so. No, Castellanos was when Brenneman botched it.
Oh, I thought that it happened multiple times.
You know, it's something else that happened, but like the main thing with Castellanos was a deep fly ball. I don't know how
I'm
long
so
ago you were
sorry.
in this headset
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh my God, Schulman call ESPN. There we go. Your page does not exist. Oh, look at the videos.
There's no way it was Castellanos because it was a Phillies game.
It was?
Yeah, it was a Phillies game, and they weren't playing the Reds, and he wasn't on the Phillies. Bobby V.
Wow, dude, he looks fucking good right there.
And that's oral, right?
Oh, this is during a Mets game?
Mets Phillies.
I guess so. Oh, never mind then.
So yeah, I don't know. I think I think we're lacking all-time greats right now, but I just, like I said, it doesn't a lot of times, to be honest, I don't think about it. And I know it's different for you. Like, you're obviously an expert with like camera angles and audio and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I'm watching a game, it's like watching it. Like, I'm not really like thinking about this stuff other than like, oh, why would you show that angle for like this goal or something where it was about? Other than that, I would never even think about what the people are saying, how it's shot. It's like I'm watching the game.
Yeah, I would say most people don't. My mother does though, because she says some of those announcers really suck. They're so dry.
Oh no! And then you missed it up top. She said she was referring to Gary Cohen, I guess.
What are you talking about? Get out of
Gary
town,
Cohen and
dude.
Howie Rounds on the Fan, or no?
I don't think my mother said that.
I think so.
Gary Cohen.
I feel like your mom back in the day, because he's been around a while, and I know you don't listen to the Fan, but I feel like back in the day she used to listen to Steve Summers on the Fan.
I don't know about that one.
Come on, he's a big Mets fan. And was on WFAN for over 30 years.
Maybe she's calling a few times.
You know who that is, though, right?
Of course, dude.
1-877-337-666. The number on the Fan. Like God. But it's funny, even though you never listen to the Fan, you do. Like, you occasionally.
It's enough. Yeah. You know, like, I mean, sometimes you find your way over there.
But you remember him saying, Steve Summers here, you there.
Oh my God.
Some of these guys that have been on the Fan for a while, like, wow. Like Richard Neer on Saturday mornings, I think. Oh my God. And the Mets. And then the funniest thing ever is Mark was driving us back from like Giants Jets preseason. This is like probably 10 years ago at this point. And Richard Neer was on it. It was like late night. And I called in, but I fell asleep while I was on hold. And like, I don't know, he didn't want to talk. So like they picked up the call, and he's like, Brian, you there, buddy? Can you hear me? Well, call us back, okay?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah. Oh man, I do miss like the call-ins and stuff, and I know I just had one obviously with Grassa, but I hate how it takes so long. Otherwise, I would do it more. It's like, you know what I mean?
I know. I've literally never. Have you ever called a radio show and like have gotten on within like 5 minutes? You think?
Yeah, but it was probably Sirius XM.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because the 98.7 and stuff, like you're gonna have to wait a while.
Anyone can call in, yeah.
And obviously, if you hit it right with the subject matter, sometimes you get elevated. But basically, like the best time for it is when you have like a 2-hour drive or something, and then it's like, oh well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You hear the show while you're waiting on hold anyway.
So you might as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, kind of interesting there. I don't even know. It seemed like we just got off on a tangent a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I guess maybe Buckta started with the hockey and
Yeah.
the doc, and then here we go, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy though that due to announcing Tony that, like, I mean, you think there's more Pittsburgh in there, and he's just not alluding.
Yeah, I
to
think
it.
so, dude. He's tight. There's no Sid the Kid in the finals, dude. So come on.
And Yanni, coming in here saying, "Hey Barnes, let's go Yankees."
Wow,
I mean, let's
dude.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
You can
big
try.
2-game set here. Have to take care of business. And pumped to see Cole get out there later on. But before we get to baseball, let's just put a bookmark on the hockey season. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle quick. It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. So the Florida Panthers last night, a 2-1 victory, Game 7, Sunrise, Florida. First cup in franchise history, despite Connor McDavid winning the Conn Smythe, Tony. How many times over the years has that happened?
6 times.
6 times. And how many? I mean, are we on like 70, 80 cups at this point, or longer than that?
I think we're at
like 78.
No, it's
Oh,
like
it's 60.
it's 60 something. I think.
But obviously, you said 6 times.
6 times.
Oh, so
yeah.
this is a very rare.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah.
dude. The last person to do it, I believe, if memory serves me right, was Sebastian Jaguar.
I forgot that he
for
didn't
the Ducks
win.
in 03. Yeah, they lost to the Devils in 03, actually.
Well, I don't know why I thought they won.
And it was actually kind of a big deal too, because like everyone assumed Brodeur was getting it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you have the losing goaltender get it.
Huh.
Which again, I mean, I would have to look at like a case by case scenario for each one, but I mean, we can get into it right now. I mean, I really didn't think McDavid should have gotten it, to be honest,
but
dude.
is it just me, or did he have no points the last 2 games?
I don't know about the last 2 games, but at Game 7, he was not in the score sheet.
No, but he did not. He was not for Game
no
6.
Goals, no assists.
No.
So it's like very confused, dude. Like that was definitely predetermined, kind of bullshit. Bettman.
You really think Bettman had a hand?
It must
His
have,
greasy
dude.
fingers,
Because you just come on, dude. And he announced it. A man who broke Wayne Gretzky's assist record.
Wow.
It's like, dude, you're a fucking asshole.
Well,
honestly.
but really, overall, you're tight with Bettman, huh?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I guess until then, I mean, that made me tight, honestly.
Okay.
Again, I love what Bettman's doing for the sport and whatever. He's elevating, I guess people's eyes, on hockey and how it's being covered and stuff like that. The ESPN deal, whatever. But come on, dude. We all know. I don't care. Like McDavid should not have gotten that.
Yeah.
Like he should not have won the Conn Smythe. It's you're the MVP of the entire playoffs and the biggest game of your career. You didn't show up.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Like, I really can't believe that he won that. But I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, it is what it is.
I think more than anything, like forget Game 6. I mean, that opportunity there at the end of the third period in this game is right there. Like, I don't like it's like Mika was trying to score or something.
Dude, literally, like McDavid had an open net and some time, and Bobrovsky just went full split, got the right pad on it. And I mean, that, in my opinion, like Bobrovsky should have won. How does he not the MVP? Honestly. Like for the Panthers, dude. I mean, he literally was a huge part in why they were where they were at, dude.
Yeah. No, I honestly don't understand it.
But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can have whatever narrative you want. Obviously, McDavid is a great player. I'm not doubting that. But it's just, I mean, I don't know. Don't you think that there's more deserving players? And I mean, the fact that it does happen like so infrequently, like, I don't know, you'd expect this guy to be something like he had a hat trick in Game 7, but they still lost. You know, like that to me would be like, all right, like he was scoring goals and stuff, but he wasn't even around, dude.
What do you think about Lonnie searching for it?
What do you say? Hold on. Okay, so he goes. So you're saying they fat fingered the Conn Award last night, Tony? Like fat fingered?
I don't know.
I don't know that. I've never heard of that. Dude.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they just think that McDavid. I mean, sure, Bettman probably wanted the Oilers to win. He wanted McDavid to win. I'm sure. You know, like the views, the history, the money. Oh my gosh, the Canadian team winning now. Like that's probably what he was going for. And I'm telling you, dude, he probably before the game 7 even happened, he's like McDavid's getting it.
I don't think so, honestly. But Yanni does say Mets can go scratch. Tony, love you, buddy.
Yeah, all right, we'll see, dude. I mean, we're just, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think it was embarrassing, all those opportunities late in that game. I could not believe that they couldn't find the back of the net. But it is interesting though, because obviously that was a very tight game. And Florida up until the last 4 games of this series looked unbeatable, and then like Edmonton figured something out. And even this wasn't an easy win by any means.
No.
So it almost makes you think if this was like a best of 11, maybe even 9, that Edmonton might have won the series.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's tough to say though. I mean, because the way it went. I mean, again, you want to say best of 11, it probably would go 11 games too. Like the fact that these, it was a tale of 2 teams during this series, and then even, I mean, game 7, like I didn't expect it, to really be this low scoring. I know I was like pushing for the Bobrovsky shutout, but I mean, look at all these games. You would have guessed that the Panthers would have to score 4 goals to outscore the Oilers, but instead, we have a 2-1 game, dude, for the bulk of the game, dude, which is kind of crazy. And especially since we had, Florida scored first, Carter Verhaeghe had a really nice shift, which was great. Cause of course, Sean McDonough and company, we're all talking about how Ray Ferraro, of course. We're all talking about how, Verhaeghe was a little absent, dude. Seemed to be playing a little nervous. Like, I think only 3 points in the series, a goal and 2 assists, through the 6 games. Gets a great shift early on. Literally just like battling on the boards, individual effort right there, able to get the puck out, and then gets that deflection goal for the first goal. And you're thinking like, wow, all right, like Florida's in here. Dude, Oilers scored right away. I forget who scored for Edmonton.
Oh, some guy that I don't even know.
Third line guy. Yeah. I forget his name. But literally, I mean, the Oilers scored by playing their game they've been.
Janmark, who had a hat trick in game 7 of the first round of the Knights against the Wild. I don't know if you heard them say it on the broadcast.
I don't think quite like that, though.
Well, Rose wasn't announcing the game.
But dude, like again, like Oilers, I think they were playing their game. Huge stretch pass behind the Panthers defense, what they've been doing the past 3 games, and you were kind of thinking, honestly, Oilers had it. But dude, the Panthers with their adjustments were great. I mean, they really shut down Edmonton's offense, dude.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like those things we talked about of Edmonton able to win those battles on the boards, get the puck out quick, find space and time for some of their guys, and then eventually, have strength in numbers going the other way. I mean, that just didn't happen this game. Because the Panthers played great defense, really physical, covered the puck really well, made it hard for the Oilers to enter their zone too for once, like in the first time in 3 games, I guess. I mean, of course, Bobrovsky's on top of his game too. So that was definitely a huge part. I really honestly can't believe that the Panthers kind of pulled it off, dude. I really like when the game started. I don't know if you listened to the national anthem, but like Alanis Morissette sang. Alanis Morissette,
No.
90s singer, 2000s, doesn't matter, pop singer, cool. But obviously, she starts off with the Canadian national anthem, and like the crowd was roaring. Like there was so many Oilers fans, they were literally singing it and ahead of her, dude. They were like overpowering her singing the anthem, and I really couldn't believe like how present the Oilers fans were. It seemed. And that honestly, I was like a little worried for the Panthers.
Like you thought they would take over.
I was like, oh shit, dude! Like this might be like a total blowout, honestly, in favor of the Oilers. But obviously, dude, Panthers showed up. They definitely deserved it. It was it's pretty cool. It's always cool to see. I wouldn't say always cool, depending on the team. It's cool to see the winner of the Stanley Cup, and obviously hoisting it and everything. So.
It's not really that sick, though, when it's not your team, to be honest.
It's not as sick, obviously.
You want to see it. Yes, I was interested in seeing the game, especially Yankees off. I mean, what the hell else am I going to watch? Some mediocre other baseball teams? No. And the Mets weren't even playing.
Would you have watched the Mets?
No. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I put something on it, I would watch it. But it's just a shame. Would you say that I mean, at least of recent memory. I mean, this has to be the most disappointing hockey season that you've seen in a while.
For as a Rangers fan,
Yeah.
I would say so. Just again, just because of the hype around the Rangers. I've said it before. I really thought that like this was going to be the year. Like,
but it's because we don't have that dog. That's the
it
problem.
does seem like
and
that.
McDavid
Dude.
maybe isn't that guy because obviously he had a chance and didn't. But
yeah.
But you think like it's. I mean, this doesn't really change anything either way. Like for him, his future, like.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say, dude, because I have no doubt that he's going to be in the situation again. You know, like he's going to stick with the Oilers. They're going to be a good team. And at the end of the day, I mean, they did come back like down 3-0. They forced the game 7 and couldn't close it out. But I mean, again, game 7 go either way. I don't think like we're not going to miss him. But I mean, listen, just like the Panthers, honestly, if the Panthers lost back-to-back Cup finals, you're losing. That's going to be your narrative.
Right.
If McDavid comes to the Cup final again and loses, then I think it's going to start to be like, well, McDavid can't close right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, dude, not for nothing. I think I don't know. I mean, both teams kind of seemed a little nervous at first too. I think there was like after the first 2 periods, there's only 22 shots collectively on goal.
Mm.
You know, they seemed very tentative at first. And then obviously towards the end, as time was weaning down, and I think was it Reinhart with the second goal, I think, for Florida?
Yeah.
Tremendous wrister, over Skinner's glove, had some time, great job. And that's when the Oilers kind of started making some more, I guess, offensively, high risk, high reward type of plays. And that's when you saw the shots kind of go up and the offense go up. But I don't know, dude. I think the Oilers dropped the ball a little bit in this game. Because again, I mean, dude, you saw the last 7 minutes of that game. Like, it was all Oilers.
Yeah.
Like if the Oilers played like that to start off, you probably, would be seeing them Stanley Cup winners. But I think there was little nerves involved, a little shook. But again, like McDavid's going to be here again. He'll definitely. I mean, he's bound to win a Stanley Cup with the Oilers at some point. It's just a matter of getting.
Nobody's
guys
never
together.
leaving. His feet are actually in shackles to the province of Alberta, Tony.
I mean, they might be, dude.
Never leaving. Never. But I mean, obviously, right now, he's got his coach and he's got a talent group around him. I don't know what their free agency situation is.
Not 100% sure either.
But you wouldn't think, he's going anywhere this second.
Maybe Nugent Hopkins, Evander Kane.
Yeah, I didn't realize Nugent Hopkins has been around like a long time, and they were talking about how he re-signed through the tough times.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's been around as long as McDavid's been around, I feel.
Longer.
Yeah, exactly.
9-year veteran.
Yeah,
I think
so,
McDavid is probably what 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Probably just before.
I mean, honestly, it's smart of him too. I mean, that's why he's hanging around because he knows what they have in McDavid. He's hanging around there. He'll be able to hoist the cup eventually.
But it's odd though because when we think about improving Edmonton, we think about defender. But like these last 4 games, it didn't really seem like they needed a defender. They needed like a timely goal.
Yeah. Again, I mean, these are the 2 best teams in the league. There's going to be not a significant drop off of talent between these 2 teams.
Yeah.
I will say though, I mean, although Skinner did definitely play above what I thought his means was going to be,
you still want somebody better.
Hey, listen, man. I mean, if Shesterkin was challenged, that glove save probably would have happened against Reinhart, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
Like just like the Rangers, though, when you need a goal in a pinch,
but wasn't there. They came very close, dude, to tying that game up.
Yeah,
like very, very close,
but they didn't. And a couple more comments here. What do we got?
Lonnie does, reiterate here. Yes, meaning they gave it to McDavid because of his name, just because he says he did put the work in, but he was a church mouse in Game 7. I mean, I just don't like to hear. I just don't like that a losing team can win the playoff.
Doesn't make
MVP.
any sense. Also, though, I don't see why it's a playoff MVP. Why is it like just a Stanley Cup Finals MVP? Like no other sport. Like what the NBA now is going to start doing a playoff MVP instead of a NBA Finals MVP or World Series MVP. Like that would be so weird.
I know it would be weird, and I guess maybe that's why that you do sometimes have the losing team win.
When it hasn't been much because you think
10% of the time. Yeah, literally, dude.
Less.
And it's like I don't know, man. I just think that it was kind of a cop out to give it to McDavid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. I think a Panther should have gotten it. There's so many memes though of like McDavid, like people talk about him sitting in the airplane with the Conn Smythe trophy, like pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, how are you like if you're his teammate, like do you like walks in the locker room, like he didn't even go out to accept it, dude.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
Which is like, I mean, obviously you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Because, dude, like, not for nothing, like, they do the trophy announcement, like, what, 15, 20 minutes after the final horn? Like,
yeah.
probably fucking gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Oh, sorry. Kev Do with a big let's go. So sorry I'm late.
Kev Do.
We want the smoke. #GTA, #loyalty. #DTV, #sports port. And then Lonnie comes in and says, I think Barnes would be smiling ear to ear if the Oilers won last night. We all know that's his side piece hockey team. And I think you would be.
No, but you know, Tony. I mean, since the Rangers lost, I've been a little like hockey checked out. Like, I
definitely
see it,
hockey
I
checked
pay
out, yeah.
attention to it. Wind has been taken out of the sails.
Yeah, I know, dude. And it is a shame, dude. I was getting yelled at by Mike and Matt yesterday for even being excited for the game.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think, it makes sense though, because I think me and Matt especially, can relate because, I feel like hockey is like, I don't know. Yeah, I think you've said, right? If you had to pick, like it would slightly be over the Mets to win a title, the Rangers.
Yeah.
So it's like us with the Yankees. Like,
yeah,
we're never going to be excited for the World Series if the Yankees are in it. Like, it's like, who gives a fuck,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what about, I guess like golf is kind of a different aspect, but in terms of the tradition, that's how I look at the cup final. It's like that tradition of like hoisting that cup. The captain gets to choose who gets it next. Like,
I think it hurts when deep down that you have the team to win the title and they're not there. And it's just like, it's tough to get over, honestly. And I mean, that's tough to get over. It's tough for me to get over losing 5 out of 6 games or whatever it is. Like, I mean, I'm still like let's get the first pitch right now, right now, Tony.
First puck drop right now, dude.
Is he puck drop?
No?
Just goes to baseball season, obviously, and then we got football coming up. I mean, we got a little time for that. Plus, I mean, Drury, like, put the pie down. Like, I mean, what are we doing? You know what I mean? It's just Barclay Goodrow's contract getting moved is not going to be our crown jewel move of the offseason.
No, he's got time. It just started here, the offseason. So
yeah, but they need who's the dog? Who are they getting? Brady Tkachuk was in attendance, by the way, yesterday.
I know, dude. The parents,
the
Matthew
father,
Tkachuk,
he never won.
Played. Matthew gave it right to him right away, dude. Paul Maurice calling his parents seconds after the final horn. Tell me he won the cup.
Wow, Paul Maurice. I mean, his parents must be like 90.
85 and 83, I think he said, or 86 and 83. But it honestly, Paul Maurice was so excited, dude. It was nice to see him win, honestly.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how it was his lifelong dream to call his parents after winning the cup and tell him he won the cup.
Yeah.
He got to do that. And I don't know if too, but they gave him the cup to hoist during his interview, which was kind of sick too.
Yeah. No, you know what it is? I was thinking about it in my head. And it's like, I think the thing that I'm best with nationally, well, there's a couple of things, but the things that stand out to me that I'm fine with, that where I could get excited even if my team's not there. Obviously the Jets, NFL, because the Jets are never there. But then college football, college basketball, I'm good with. But then everything else, like, I guess NBA, I mean, it's like I don't have a strong allegiance really. So I'm fine with that too, I guess, but it's just not that good of the product. So it's tough though, Rangers and Yankees to watch it nationally.
Listen, dude, Rangers 2025. It's a good year.
Yeah, but it should have been this year. And it's I want to hold him accountable, Drury especially, because I think he gets a pass. Kako, I mean, his head was up his ass for that pick.
And Jay texted the group. I think this was yesterday. Or was that this morning?
This morning. Was Jay drinking last night?
He must have been drinking this morning, dude.
Yeah, like, that was insane to say.
Because like, you don't just say that, dude.
And that was ridiculous.
Yeah,
like definitely not the case. Like, it probably would have been a 7-game series, to be honest.
Oh yeah, probably. But again, like, that's like, I'm talking about putting salt in the wound a little bit, dude.
Yeah. What else we got here?
Josh B says, you know who she is in reference to Alanis Morissette. She sings, "Isn't it ironic?"
He mad iconic?
No, it's ironic. No, like, ironic. That's the name. That's the song. Yeah,
I don't know that song. Is he being serious or he's just
I think
around?
he is being serious, but I think he doesn't know who he's talking to.
Like, do you think I know it or no?
I mean, I feel like you definitely have, dude. I don't know why he would pick "Isn't It Ironic," but that's fine. That's what he wants to do. The ad, probably. Oh, no ad. Okay. You definitely heard this.
Yes. No, it's a good song. Honestly.
It is. No, she's got some bangers, dude.
She does.
And she's Canadian American, hence the singing the national anthem, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's that's why she was there, Brian, singing the anthem.
Okay.
Ties to both sides here.
Fine.
Okay, dude. Lonnie, get into some trouble here. Says Barnes, Tony set you up. Why is there Mets crap playing behind you? Turn that horrendous shit off.
And he actually just texted me to tell me that.
Really?
Well,
First of all, it's ridiculous, dude. And also, calm down. Yesterday, we've been having the 01 World Series.
Yeah.
Braves, or 96 World Series. And also, I don't know why the TV above you went off, but there's a Derek Jeter DVD in there. So it's,
And listen, it sounds crazy. I know this is like,
I'll go play right now, dude.
It's too typical, but I just feel like, I don't know. I'm just at a point where I don't have any patience for the Mets, to be honest. It's just like, I don't know. I know that sounds crazy. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't like those last couple of series, and it's like, let's just go. Let's just kick their ass. And I just really don't think like there should be any debate. I know, they've had their, as Doggy would say, cup of coffee recently. But I think that's coming to an end. And I think we're about to, flex our muscles. I know Josh knows it. I know Lonnie knows it. And then Josh B says C with the crying emoji. And then Lonnie says, yeah, the TV just went off with the Jeter stuff. Sure.
Oh, so you saw it, dude. No. It is sure. And look, now they advertisement for the Bronx is Burning. Pretty okay series.
Bronx is Burning,
guess,
yeah.
Dude.
I kind of like that series, to be honest.
Yeah, it was solid, dude. I think it was well made.
But who's the guy that plays George?
Oh, that actor?
Like, he's such a cheap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he was the president in 2012? Wasn't that the movie? Like, the world was
he really?
ending?
Yeah, that's 2012. I didn't see that movie though. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't look like George. I never thought he looked like George that much.
He has like his like Bert. Well, like he had actually, yeah, he was fatter than George.
Yeah, definitely.
But he erupted like George.
Yeah. Very interesting, dude.
Damon Amendolara. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, like, you just had to give me a name. Who is the Ranger Marquee edition offseason?
Oh, that's a great question. Again, I really do want to lean Brady Kachuk. I think that would be interesting, dude.
But we're gonna have to, like, we might have to give up Foxy potentially.
No,
who are you? I mean, it can't be Kako. I mean, like,
it's not going to be Kako.
But I'm saying, so who?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
It has to be someone who's any good. I mean, I would love for it to be Panarin, but they're not going to do that.
They could do Trouba.
Yeah, but Trouba can't be the crown jewel. Like, you have to trade Laffy with Trouba, definitely.
Probably.
But would you rather have Laffy or Kachuk?
I mean, honestly, at this point, probably Lafreniere.
Oh, really?
Because, I mean, come on. He came.
Yeah, but it's your attachment issues with guys that are drafted by the team.
But this guy literally had a great season.
Laffy?
Yes.
Let's compare.
74 points. I don't think Alexis Lafreniere's had as much as that.
In 37 and 37.
Yeah, 28 and 29. But you know what? Obviously, was a splash in the postseason. And you know who wasn't at all? In the postseason, Brady Kachuk.
But I don't know if, like, you know what I mean? I think it's like also that we kind of overrated what Laffy did in the postseason just because, like, so many guys weren't doing anything. It's like, yeah, he showed up, but he didn't dominate or anything.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. Postseason numbers this past year, obviously 16 games played, 14 points in 16 games. I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah. But I just think it seems like Kachuk, like, is still getting better, though, and like could be a superstar. And I know you could say that about Lafreniere, but I think there's no way that Kachuk doesn't end up having a better career.
No, yeah, you're probably right, especially the history, his brother in the league. I mean, imagine, we're playing the Panthers, and it's the Kachuk brothers against each other, Rangers, Panthers.
Yeah. So hopefully, that's the move. And then you saw, Allmark to the Senators yesterday,
which is crazy.
And then Marner to the Capitals, I think, for Corpuscello.
Mitch Marner, you really?
Oh, I guess it didn't go through yet.
I don't think I mean, I didn't see that one.
But it basically says he's done. Wait, so who was Corpuscello traded for?
Corpusalo, I don't know. Let's see. Trade. I didn't see that he was traded. Bruins trade Linus Ullmark. Oh, okay, for
He was in that deal.
Corpusalo. He was in that deal.
But I don't like. I was talking to Corey about this, especially with Kachuk possibly on the way out. Like, I don't get why you're getting Ullmark. I guess it's interesting. Well, we need a good tender regardless. Of
I mean, that literally is like a Stanley Cup winning.
But isn't he?
Goaltender
How old
right
is he?
there,
32.
Is he that old already?
What do we got?
Linus Ullmark. 30. All right. You can get 5 good years out of him.
7 or 5?
I would say 5 to 7.
Yeah, but are they going to be able to contend in 5 to 7?
Well, again, it's interesting. I mean, maybe they're trying to keep Brady around. I mean, that's enticing. The fact that they have a goaltender now. Corpusalo was a good goaltender when he was on the Kings, but I guess didn't.
I mean,
well
Ullmark
for the
is probably
Senators.
better, but he kind of
definitely
chunked it though second half of last year, though, right?
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know.
Inconsistent playing time,
Bruins,
tight.
yeah, dude.
Yanni, I'm surprised he doesn't know this answer. Tony, did you like the show Seinfeld? Serious question, my guy.
Yeah, it's my favorite show ever.
I'm surprised he didn't hear you mention that at some point.
I
mean, I guess we don't talk about it that much, but
we don't talk
comes
about
up.
it. Yeah, sometimes.
Like
yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm honestly, I'm not type, but yeah, curb. I'm just not. I'm not gonna do that. Like, no way. Not a chance in hell, Tony. Okay, McDavid will hoist the fucking Conn Smythe in a Ranger uniform before I watch that show. But I think that was I guess there really wasn't. I swear somebody that has a lot of like following on Twitter said that Marner was traded to the Capitals.
Let's see what we got here. So far yesterday we had Costelk and Corpusalo.
Which they got 2 first rounders and a goalie and
no. The way it's worded is it's 1 first round pick. And Corpusalo with Kostelk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are those how old is Corpusalo?
Jeez, I don't know. He's 28. Jonas, 30.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. So, all right. So 30 for 30 right there.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that, dude? And obviously you know about Ullmark, yeah, Samuel, Nick DeSimone extended, Brendan Boosie extended for the Bruins. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for Marner. Derek Brassard did retire.
I got it. Rob Reinhart, so this guy, he covers all things sports for New York Herald since 2024. 2,000 followers only, though. And like he had it 18 hours ago that he was actually being traded to the Utah hockey team, obviously formerly the Coyotes. An official announcement is expected sometime this week. And then an update 32 minutes ago. Mitch Marner to Utah is very real, per a member of the Maple Leafs player personnel staff he just spoke to. Is Campbell also not confirm or deny the rumors that just told me organizations do not want to raise an alarm ahead of last night's Game 7?
Wow.
But why would they? Like, you're saying they're not trying to steal the juice? Like,
why
the fuck would they
care? Break. Yeah, really, dude.
And this is this just came up on my Twitter feed, and it's a video of Jeter saying, just the Mets. And then it says, happy Subway Series week, New York. So,
wow.
I don't think we had any more hockey anyway. But I guess, what are these last 2 things? What did he send you?
Also, Lonnie did say that he knew the answer to the question already, but I don't know why he answered it. Then he's telling me to check his phone.
And then Jay still drinking.
Yeah,
though.
dude.
Rangers would have gotten blanked if they played the Panthers. No dogs. I mean, they need dogs, but I don't know about blank, Jay. But they do need somebody, and I think it's got to be more than Trouba leaving town.
Oh wow, dude!
What did he send you? Something X-rated?
Seinfeld baseball hats.
Seinfeld baseball hats.
Yeah, Orioles, Mets, and Yankees.
Would you say Lonnie would be the person that has the most hat expertise you've ever seen?
That I know, I would say
just in terms of different styles. I mean, he's got to have 1,000 hats.
Probably, dude. I wonder if he boxes them up. Like, how do you store all those things?
He definitely has all that stuff to keep him fresh. He does. Dude,
just
without knowing, we know. basically. Right?
Just like with the Seinfeld question.
Just like with Jay. I mean, a couple Guinnesses. He's trying to make his way to Royal Troon next month in Scotland.
That would be sick, dude. He said the drive wouldn't be that bad for the train ride, and I mean it is.
And then he's
4
hammered
o'clock
on
there.
the train.
Yeah, dude. He's
Like,
having
gonna
it
be
right
robbed.
now, dude.
No, but honestly, going to the Open, like this is like is kind of like like one of his only opportunities.
And honestly, not for nothing, dude. Like you fucked up with the Mets Phillies in
at
London.
least like do us a solid,
like
get
honestly,
some good
dude,
footage,
something, Jason.
Like let's go.
Honestly, like, we gotta fucking figure it out, dude.
Yeah. So our people will talk to his people. And you know what we got to talk about? The world of Major League Baseball.
Pujols hits deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it, Tony. Yep.
And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight. And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Look at that, Jay confirming the drink with his sports port. So we love to see that.
That's a
Our
fact.
international viewing audience, like Scott Hansen signing off at the tail end of the 4 o'clock window. It's crazy how soon Hansen will be back, if you think about it.
That's right, dude. And I think he's pumped for it. I'm pumped for it. I mean, it's red zone, baby. Like
Have you grown like a ton in terms of like you thought you would never kind of be intrigued as much of at the NFL as you are? Like compared to how you used to feel a couple years ago? Like I know I get it. It's not baseball, it's not hockey, but I feel like you're kind of like intrigued though, like what's gonna happen, the storylines.
I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously, yes, I'm intrigued. The storylines do get me. I mean, that's what I watch football for. I mean, it's what you watch sports for, really.
But you have that look because of the ineptitude of the New York Jets.
Well, see, you know what, dude? I've actually, it's funny. I was talking to Robbie, you know, my housemate, about it, because he's, you know, he's a Giants fan, whole life, whatever. But I don't know. I was saying how I don't know. I don't want to say becoming a Jets fan was like a mistake or something, but like,
I mean, the Giants suck ass too, though.
I mean, I understand that, but I don't know. I feel like
they're cursed. Is that what it is?
The Jets?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really became a fan because of you guys. You know, so we won't be fans together.
I mean, it's hypothetically the thing that, you know where I struggle with? Because I feel like it's a big ass to say and to assume and to be sure that Rodgers is not going to get hurt and he's just going to play the whole season.
Right.
So even with that, though, I feel like everybody has amnesia about what he did in the playoffs prior to becoming a Jet.
Right.
And that's how it's like, how is this going to work? I mean, obviously, hypothetically, it could. And they could have good luck with injuries and guys having good seasons. But I also do have a tough team. And I know I always put them on a pedestal. But it's like, I don't see how they could beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead in the AFC Championship game. I really don't see that.
Yeah, no, me neither, dude. And if they even get there, which is oh my, I mean, just the organization as a whole, kind of tough, the solid situation. And I don't know, man. I remember, you know, when Rodgers first came to the Jets, I kind of like wasn't really about it, you know, the prima donna attitude, the, you know, ayahuasca trips, dude. It's just like, I mean, listen, if that's your lifestyle, it's fine.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, Rodgers at the end of the day is a great quarterback, but it's just like so much nonsense that like a New York team like just does not need, you know?
Well, it's one of two things this year. Either this year, at the end of this year, we will say this is one of the biggest flops in football, really NFL history, like in terms of bringing over a quarterback, or it's going to be the best season the Jets have had in 15 years, and they're going to snap a playoff drought. It's one or the other.
It's literally like Verlander to the Mets, dude. It's one or the other at this point. And again, I don't know, man. I mean, so far it hasn't worked out, you know?
And where is like the line in the sand where like it's not like obviously, I mean, it's just been so long. It's like you just need the championship, but like what part of the playoffs where is it like people are like, well, at least they made it to here. Next year we can take the next step and win it all. Like what is it like AFC championship game? You kind of have to get there.
Yeah, dude.
And
at the very least.
Really, and it's been so long since he's been in the Super Bowl. It's like, really, he's got to just, but like I said, I don't know. And like Burrow coming back, and I know he's had problems with injuries, but he's healthy too. I mean, how are you getting in?
Yeah,
you know?
I know. I mean, there's so much great talent around the league. So many teams are going to be looking different than
the Chargers with Harbaugh.
Exactly. The Chargers are going to be, you know, obviously a competitive team here. And then who knows? And again, you have like teams, even like the Texans, you're gonna have to get through. The Jaguars, I know, kind of blew it last year, but still, they're gonna be competitive. Like, there's all these teams you're gonna have to get through at some point, and then and then beat them in the Super Bowl. Like, it's gonna be tough, dude.
Yeah. So, like, what right now? What like record and just where they advance? Like, what comes to mind?
Let's say, which is obviously a stretch in and of itself, but everyone's healthy for the most part.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy happens to main guys. I mean, I guess. I mean, I can see them having like a 11-win season.
But I feel like I could, but I feel like 10 is more like what I see end up happening. Just because it's the Jets, nothing's ever that easy, you know?
I mean, I would imagine to start the season, there's gonna be some road bumps. We have a schedule, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it the 49ers first game?
It is, right? Jets in San Francisco, no?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Sorry, yeah. Not San Francisco. 2020.
Monday night with Aikman or no? Yeah, no, you
preseason. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Monday
49ers.
night.
Santa Clara, dude.
Buck Aikman.
Wow,
at San Francisco, at Tennessee, and then home to Patriots and Broncos, and then on to England. I mean, that's not like
oh my god,
a great
dude.
schedule to start with. Right?
No,
I know the Patriots suck, but it's the Patriots. Like, until we really like, I know we beat them that last game, but Belichick probably did that on purpose, to be honest.
How about game one? What do you think, dude? Monday night too.
In that game, like,
did they purposely give the Jets another Monday night game to start the season off? Like, because isn't that was what week one was with last year, right?
Yeah.
Was it home? Do you know?
Yeah,
it was home.
Yeah, the flag. Yeah. Yep.
And then again, Titans, you would imagine, I would say walk in the park, but win.
You should. But again, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what's tough. It's like, I can't even, other than like, I guess the Patriots and like maybe the Cardinals, like, are those the only difference on the schedule? I mean, I guess the Broncos are in shambles. I mean,
yeah, but Zach Wilson, dude.
He's not. I would not be surprised if he does not make the roster. To be honest,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's starting against the Jets.
They drafted Bo Nix though in the first round.
It doesn't
like,
matter.
He's going to play him.
He's going to start against Jets,
dude. The fact that you think that Sean Payton, who didn't have patience with Russell Wilson, is all of a sudden going to have like this new leash on life with Zach, and he's going to be making him his milk and cookies.
That's right.
Like, it's just not going to happen.
Cookies,
it's not going to happen.
Whole milk. I know, dude. It is really tough this schedule away. I mean, Vikings toss up, Bills toss up. I guess people are. I feel like the Steelers are going to be good, right? And then you got Texans mixed in here too. The Cards. I mean, oh my gosh,
like, this could be a 5 or 6 win season.
First half of the season, and then again the Colts with what's his name, Richardson. Like if he stays healthy, like they're going to be competitive, right?
Right.
They have to rely on Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
Who's on the Raiders?
Yeah, he is.
I guess that's kind of cool. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Oh my goodness. And again,
Reed Fowler though said the Raiders are gonna win 2 games though.
Really?
Yeah. Big Raider fan from Hawaii.
And he said 2 games?
2. Yeah.
That would be tough, dude.
He's pissed.
Do you think they're gonna win 2 games?
I mean, they're probably not gonna win 2 games, but will they probably win 5 or 6? I mean, probably, right?
Are the Jets gonna win more than that?
No, I mean the Jets should win 10, like we said, but probably not.
I mean, look at the schedule. I don't know. It's tough, dude.
Like I really could see. I mean, even if we're like giving them games like against the Patriots and the Broncos, but I mean, I could still see like a 2-6 start, right? Because if you go 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, and then 2-5 going into New England potentially.
That is tough, dude.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe everything's different, but doesn't seem like that seems to happen.
Do you think Rodgers is going to stay totally healthy?
No,
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So let's see what happens, though. We got a little time.
Matthew Ryan's in the house, huh?
Till the preseason starts, and going on and on about Zach Wilson. We get it. He sucks. Like we know.
I do like the hat, by the way, Lonnie. I love the hat, dude. Matt Seinfeld
I
was fucking
can't
goat, dude.
believe that Michael Buckhead can't let it go.
He says a couple of his buddies agree with him that there's
Like,
no
it's
hockey
not
without Doc.
but Michael, you can't lose sight of it. It's about the sport. It's not about the announcer. Come on, bud.
Yeah, I mean, hockey still is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, it's fine if McDonough's calling it. Like,
Right.
I'm not thinking McDonough like during the game.
yeah,
I'm not.
You're not.
Anyway, the diamond. And you know what we got to do, Tony? And this is my bad. Like, we just got to this point where I just botched like keeping track of the picks. So I did start a new doc yesterday.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm like, we have to just, no matter what, we're sticking to it. So if you can just help me update it, and then we'll do ours today. But the fresh, new, I don't know. Are we golfing? Like, what are we doing? Are we going till the trade deadline, which I guess makes sense, right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Trade deadline, golf.
Golf.
And I'll put it right at the top.
I like golf,
We're updating
dude.
it every time.
Yeah,
Go to the scores. Go.
What, like from yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, hold on. Stand by. Let's go. Monday. All right. I had
Phillies in the over.
let's go. 2-0.
Dodgers in the over.
3-1.
Mariners in the under.
Mariners and the under.
Probably the under.
Yeah, so what is that? 4-2?
Yeah. So Tony 4-2.
Let's
Wow,
go.
just like that. So let me just mark that down. Tony 4-2. And me, Royals in the under.
Uh
I think that's a winner. Yeah.
Rose at 2-0.
Blue Jays in the over.
Blue Jays in the over 3-1.
Yeah. And then the Padres in the over, which I think is a winner, right?
Padres in the over. That's right. So it's 5-1.
Wow. Changing of the guard.
dude.
And I don't know if you saw. I mean, for him, it's like literally Satchel Paige, Whitey Ford,
Right.
Patrick Corbin, 7 innings, 3
Wow.
runs. For him,
Yeah.
that's a 3.86 ERA. I mean, that's
literally like I've never even seen that from him ever.
yeah.
Like it's crazy.
So
about-
that's unbelievable.
Profar too with the walk-off for the Padres, huh?
Far with the walk-off.
Josh
but
B tight.
maybe, but Machado's struggling. Tatis on the injured list.
I
don't know if you
saw that, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my fantasy team.
So I don't know,
Interesting.
man. It's like in like a Rise has been hitting good since he's been there, but it's like I just don't get what the Padres do. Like what is it gonna take? Is it like they had to get rid of both Machado and Tatis? Like is that
I guess at
or
that
just
point.
Machado? I don't know.
I
What
don't
do you-
know, but Tatis doesn't really seem like a great guy either to me.
Yeah, but then who do you have? You have Xander
No, but-
Bogaerts
yeah.
in a Rise, in Michael King.
Ugh.
Dylan Cease has actually been getting lit up too. I don't know if you've seen that. Great
No.
start to the
I
year.
remember that.
Maybe he's botched the last 5 out of 6 starts. And then Drew
Really?
Thorpe, who the Yankees had,
Mm-hmm.
who they then traded for Soto, was flipped for Dylan Cease. And he's had like 3 great starts to start his White Sox career, which is great for them. Now they have
Yeah.
some pitching with Crochet. So it's interesting. But
Didn't Crochet pitch last night?
Crochet did pitch last night against James Paxton. There was a rain delay. But yeah, let's go to the numbers. I think we looked it up yesterday about Crochet's and the strikeout numbers were insane.
Oh, it was insane. Yeah, 5
And-
2/3, 6 Ks, over 5
But how about
2/3. It's pretty
Paxton?
low
I mean,
for
basically
him.
matched the dealer, and his ERA this
Yeah.
year is 3.39. I mean, sometimes the Dodgers do a good job with these, pitchers that like aren't doing the best. They're kind of later on in their career and they do well.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't realize Crochet is only 25.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Me neither.
Former
dude.
first round pick too, right?
Yes.
It's weird. Sometimes I feel like they show the draft on here.
Yeah, normally they do, I feel.
But yeah, he's having a ridiculous year. That's for sure. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. And Corey was even talking about last, like, oh, maybe they do a package deal with Crochet and Kopech. But my whole thing for the Yankees, especially, is like, I don't know about you, but like I know the Yankees need a couple things, but I don't think a starter is one of them, right or no? I mean, your playoff rotation. I mean, it's going to be
Right.
Cole, it's going to be Heel, it's going to be Rodon and Stroman.
Like, why would you want a starter?
Yeah, Nestor and Clark are going to be in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Like, just
So
that doesn't make any sense. Kopech, interesting. I wonder too, if he maybe is a little discounted because he hasn't had a good year, but the stuff is there. Matt Blake. I mean, is that a guy that you think somebody could harness and really, get to pitch to his full ability? Or I mean, what do you
I think so. You're saying you think Mac Blake can do it?
Yeah.
Bullpen?
2-inning reliever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamite. But his ERA is like he's pitching as a reliever this year, and his
Right.
ERA is like 4.5.
Ooh.
White Sox, the vibe.
Hopefully. What's his stuff? What does he throw? Do you know?
He's throwing 100 miles an hour.
I mean, that's worth taking a look at, dude.
Like I wouldn't think it's too much. I mean, we'll see. But I also would like Mason. Imagine if they got him and Mason Miller. That would be something.
I think maybe you're stretching a little bit though. That'd be crazy.
I mean, you kind of need to do something like that though.
Would you like if those are your two pickups? You're totally cool with that. Like nothing else.
Yeah, but
Why do you want to bat?
Yeah, I mean, it would just be nice to trade Glaber, but again, that's never seems like it could happen.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really have Glaber make errors in the field.
But it's like, I guess, like we could, live with Ben Rice and then Peraza bringing him back up.
Right.
Jason when he comes back, in September?
Wow.
So
you're not hot on Rice and
Rice I like, but
yeah.
Dude, I mean Rizzo, Glaber, and LeMayo I think are a waste of time. Right? I mean,
no, yeah, I agree. I mean, at this point, it's been pretty evident. I mean,
I guess the one guy who could be somewhat good, but you can't trust him, but is Glaber. Like he could have a good second half of the year, but it's like in the playoffs, is it going to be like?
Okay, you just can't. You have to make 0 errors the entire playoffs.
Which, that's come on.
Doesn't he? Does he lead the league in errors? I think.
I know he leads them in mental errors.
Okay. Let's see. Wait, what? Errors. Here we go. Oh no, it's De La Cruz with 15. Torres is tied for third or second, technically.
That's interesting. De La Cruz, and it's like there's so much excitement. He's stealing bases left and right. Yeah. I didn't realize that he's that much of a liability, and that's very surprising about Matt Chapman. No,
yeah, very surprising about Matt Chapman, and again, also De La Cruz. I believe like when we first started, he was leading the league for a while in strikeouts as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. Even Alec Boehm too. 11. I think. Oh, De La Cruz does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't really show much, other than that. But still, Alec Boehm too.
Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Mookie Betts with 9.
He's not gonna
Bobby
be able to add
Witt
to
Jr.
that
with
for
9.
a while.
Yeah. True. Don't see any Mets on this list. Wow, that's kind of crazy. There's Lindor with 7.
Yeah. Anyhow, I think that was really it from what we saw on the diamond yesterday. But of course, big spot here. Yankees Mets Subway Series. Mets game and a half out of a playoff spot. Yankees 2-game lead on Baltimore still because the Orioles, who lost yesterday to Cleveland, have lost 4 games in a row. So it's not the time is right now. This game is set up for the Yankees to win. Garrett Cole is jacked up. He wasn't happy that he was only able to throw 63 pitches in his first start last week against the Orioles. So I really do have the utmost confidence in the Yankees in this one. And Vegas agrees here, -150 on the road. And listen, I mean, you've lost 3 series in a row. Let's not make it 4. And I think Cole will be jacked up. And I think the whole key is here, getting to David Peterson early. Make him work, and I think they could do that. But of course, I think it starts like with the momentum in terms of, getting runs early, because then I think that fires up Cole more. So if you could score 2 or 3 runs within the first 3 or 4 innings, I mean, I think from there, you'll be good. And, nice that the bullpen's all rested with the day off yesterday. So I think, when I look at this game, I think it's a game where Cole stretches out to like 80, 85 pitches, gets through 6, probably strikes out 9, maybe gives up 1 run. And by the time he leaves the game, I think it's going to be 3-1 Yankees, and maybe the bullpen gives up a run or 2, but I think they maybe score a run or 2 off the Mets bullpen. And I think they end up winning this game. I'm going to say 5-3. So it would be the Yankees and the just under. That's kind of my thought there. But we can incorporate that, Tony, into a full-on baseball frenzy.
I was going to ask, though, how do you want it? Do you want to just go straight up here? Like,
yeah, because it's the same thing.
And it'll count as each one of our games.
Somebody can win, somebody can lose. That's what it is. But let me reiterate again, Tony, for those who happen to zonk out like Gleyber Torres on second base, Cole jacked up to 80, 85 pitches, striking out 9, giving up 1 run here. Peterson giving up 3 runs over 5. Yankees tacking out another couple off, from the bullpen. I think Alex Verdugo due for a home run. I think he'll hit a 2-run shot in the 7th off of Ottavino. And I think the Yankees win this game 5-3. So it's the Yankees and it's the under. What is your synopsis here, sir?
Oh boy, Brian. You said 5-3. Very interesting here. Obviously, the Mets could seemingly be getting the Yankees at the right time. We know about their recent history. They're paid 6 games. I said seemingly. Okay, seemingly. Obviously, the pitching matchup is exactly what the Yankees want. For both these games, Peterson hopefully can labor himself to 6 innings. Maybe 6 innings, 3 earned runs out of that. You want to hope you can get to Cole a little bit. I'm not sure if there's going to be a strict pitch count on him, but you would anticipate maybe getting to the bullpen a little bit early because you're having some good eyes at the plate. Obviously, we know a lot of the Mets lineup has been hitting really well. Lindor, Nimmo, JD Martinez, dude. But I do think, not having Marte is going to suck. With the knee injury. I believe he's still day-to-day. Probably won't play tonight. But, of course, first DJ Stewart in right field, which also sucks, which is why I'm looking to the young Bucks here. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be Vientos and Francisco Alvarez making a huge splash. I think in this game, rely on the young guys. I think they have a couple timely home runs. Alvarez, since he's been back, is a double machine. And I think maybe a late run tacked on by JD Martinez, too. He's been on fire. I'm going to say the Mets win this one 5-3, Brian.
All right. Next game here, Dodgers won 3-0 last night against the White Sox. I think they win again tonight. Clear advantage here in the pitching matchup. Bobby Miller, who's missed most of the year with injury, going up against Chris Flexen, who really, let's face it, was done as a starter like 3 years ago. So I think this is a blowout, honestly. I think this is like 10-2. So give me the Dodgers and give me the over.
Bobby Miller, let's go, fantasy team.
Me too.
Absolutely love that. Speaking of fantasy teams, let's go to Kansas City as the Royals are taking on the Marlins,
Lugo.
Baby. Former Met great. Still would love to have him on the team right now. Seth Lugo, boasting a 10-2 record, 2.42 ERA. Absolutely killing it. 104 innings pitched so far this season. That's great for him. And, of course, they have the great Bobby Witt Jr. that Josh B loves so much. Royals, here, of course, took game 1 4-1. Over-under is 9.5, which seems like high to me. Maybe they think the Royals can tack on 8 or 7 runs. I think Royals win this game 5-2, maybe 5-3, but I'll say 5-2. Royals and the under. Seth Lugo improves to 11-2. Boasting my fantasy stats.
All right, so third game, final game. I'm going to go with the Nationals over the Padres. So a little switcheroo here. Usually I'm always taking the Padres, but I like the advantage in the pitching matchup here.
I got too.
Mackenzie Gore, who is 6-6 with 3.49, going up against Adam Mazur, 0-2, 7.27.
Mazur.
The Padres have won 4 out of their last 5. The Nationals have won 2 out of their last 5. But I think this is the type of game, you're all excited. Padres, nice walk-off win last night. What happens tonight? Disappointment. I think the Nationals win this game 4-1, 6 scoreless for Mackenzie Gore. Nationals in the under.
Absolutely love that, dude. Let's go to my third game, best game, final game. Let's go to Cincinnati, dude. Great American Ballpark here as the Reds taking on the Pirates. Game 2 of this regular season series here. First game, Reds won decisively 11-5, which is why I'm going with the Pirates tonight as Mitch Keller is on the mound. 8-4 record, 3.1 ERA. Last outing he had actually was against the Reds back in Pittsburgh. And he went 7 innings, like 7 Ks, no earned runs. Great outing. Let's do it again here. Also my fantasy team, by the way. So I say Mitch Keller goes 7 again, 1 earned run. They kind of squeeze their way to a 3-1 victory, maybe courtesy of Brian Reynolds' 8-inning, 3-run dinger. And they go on to win this game 3-1. It's going to be Pirates and the under, Brian.
And just like that, that is your baseball frenzy.
Dude.
So a big night tonight. Subway Series. Let's go.
Let's
On
go,
the
baby.
line. Big game for both teams.
Yep.
You
want some stats from previous Subway Series here, dude? I got a couple, just like lifetime stats.
Ones or
no? So I mean, Yankees lifetime against the Mets, 80-62.
Okay.
I will say though, the Yankees have not won a Subway Series since 2017 or since 2016, I guess. Actually, or 2017. How many what?
Splits.
Since 2017, it's been every year except for 2021.
It's been a split.
It's been a split.
Wow.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. 2021 Mets had 4 games to 2. But other than that, it's been 3-3 or 2-2 since 2017, which is kind of crazy, dude. How many splits they have?
Yeah, no, because it does seem like it happens every year.
It does, and honestly, even like years where they didn't do 2 games, years where they did 3, 3-game series, still 3-3.
But of course, they just can't do that again.
Which really is ridiculous. But, I mean, we talked about that already. So,
but does it actually make sense, or it doesn't make sense?
I don't really think so. Like, this is what the people want.
Like, is it like you're just trying to get more games with other teams that you don't normally play, that you haven't since they did this whole thing where you play every team?
I guess.
But it's like, I think it's crazy. Like, I don't know who it is specifically, but I'm sure there's like a team in the National League where we play them 4 times, and it's like we could just give that game to this series and then have 2 3-game series if you do that twice. Like, you don't need 4.
The 4-game sets are beat.
Or even with like the Angels or something. Like, that's not the case, but I'm saying, like, why do we need a 4-game series with them?
No
like,
reason.
you know what I mean? It's just, I don't get it.
Bullshit.
Nelson? Do we know Nelson?
Oh yeah, Nelson Santos, of course, dude. He says, hi, good morning. Good morning, Nelson, which is, it still is good morning. For a second, I thought it was like
and then Yanni says he's getting the Yankees. Well, I'm going to attempt to. Anyway, Barnes, I got an absolutely beautiful Yankees World Series coming in the mail soon. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure it is, Lonnie. And I'm sure you're earning to get an updated World Series hat, Tony.
Yes, I'm sure he is, dude. You think he's gonna have to wait longer?
No. Nope. Tonight is the start of a new stretch here.
Yeah, that's for sure, dude. Honestly, I mean, as a Mets fan, you are a little worried, especially without Diaz too for 10 games. It's gonna hurt the bullpen.
He's not
dude.
appealing. What's their appeal?
Wait, what? Oh no. Actually, I don't know.
Mentioning that, like, maybe like he just wants to be in the Subway Series, but obviously, I think you just want to just get the thing over with. Like, why? Postpone it?
I wanonder if he is appealing. I didn't hear that he is.
But I guess they say usually with the substance, like, no one appeals because, like I said, I mean, what? You can't appeal. Like, I guess Scherzer said he was going to appeal but didn't.
Do you think the automatic 10-game suspension, no matter what, is kind of ridiculous?
You know what, though? You have to put things in place to deter people from trying to cheat.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So I think that's just really the reason why,
Yeah.
You think Ronnie's calling the game for TBS tonight, or? Yeah.
Well,
because it's still on local.
Actually, it's still on local. So,
but I think when these guys do national, the national takes priority, from what I could tell, because it's not all the time.
I don't know though. I think Ronnie may be with SNY tonight.
Yeah, Yankee series. I don't know if I could see. Imagine if Casas is. Wait, you should be able to look this up. Casas on the call for TBS.
15 hours ago. I wonder, I don't know if they're I don't think they talk about who's announcing.
I feel like there's got to be a way to look that up, though.
Yeah. Yankees, Mets announced lineups.
Let's see.
Broadcasters. Who? And maybe MLB.com will have the national stuff.
Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't say who. SNY, Pix 11.
Oh, it's BA and Francoeur.
What?
The former Met.
Francoeur?
Jeff Francoeur.
Oh, Jeff Francoeur.
Yeah, former Met.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about someone else. I was like, who the hell are you talking about?
It really
I guess
is.
that's all right, though. I mean,
It is crazy though. Like you forget that TBS even has national baseball games, other than when the playoffs come around.
yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like for us, we're always going to watch Yes and SNY.
Right, but
Like,
I don't know if they ever have exclusives or maybe they don't. Not TBS. The other networks do,
Yeah, the
obviously
other networks do.
ESPN and
yeah.
Fox.
I don't think TBS ever does. And of course,
Apple.
there's that. Yeah.
Then there's Prime. There used to be Peacock,
Mhm.
but now it's Roku. But I don't think the Yankees and the Mets play on that.
No, I
You
don't think
didn't know
so.
that they did that?
No.
I think it replaced the Peacock Sunday like 11:30 games. Remember?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But I wonder what the deal is with Casas if he, if he's calling any more games
Maybe they realized after the last Sunday night that he was a
from the booth.
Yeah. I still can't believe too. Like the whole time his back was to the camera too. Like, what are you doing, dude?
I don't know why. It's just like one of my funniest things is like with you, with like announcers and cameras, like being tight. For some reason, it's just so funny. What are you doing,
What are you
dude?
doing? Oh,
So how are you gonna like? So first of all, binge buddies tonight.
that is correct, dude.
So like game on a side screen, like how
Yeah,
you,
it's gonna be on the phone or the iPad probably.
even
over
though
here,
you're very
dude.
phone resistant.
I mean, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
You have to,
You
dude.
want to see it?
Yeah, of
Obviously.
course. Have to. Must see.
What's on the agenda for binge buddies?
We're actually watching the Nosferatu trailer, which is pretty dope. Seems like a really scary
Excuse me?
vampire movie. You know what Nosferatu is?
Huh?
Nosferatu is almost like a Dracula.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Sort of deal. I'm actually gonna try and watch some of the Roger Federer documentary today too, because that looks pretty sick. Amazon
Fed.
Prime. I think it's like an 8-part series about his career, saying
The
goodbye to
affair.
tennis, dude. Dude, the career grand slam.
By the way, just continuing our theme because I just thought about this with the divorce. At Ballo last night, eating at the bar, someone talking
Stop it.
ex-wife.
Really, to you specifically?
No, but they're
Oh,
right
okay, just in
next to me
general.
though. Like
Freshly divorced?
seemed like it. Yeah.
Oh, that's tough, dude.
So here we go.
A guy?
Yep. But
Old?
No. Like the drinker, the
Oh, you think? Oh my god, dude.
Anyway, what were you saying about the rest of binge buddies?
But yeah, Federer. It's a rapid fire news, of course, dude. So we're getting after it, dude.
So the main attraction here is that trailer and Federer,
Yeah.
and then just some rotating news in the
exactly,
rapid fire
dude.
section.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
8 Eastern.
A Freaky Friday. I think they're doing a remake of Freaky Friday, actually. Yeah, did we Freaky Friday when we were kids? Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan.
Who?
Jamie Lee
No, I
Curtis.
kn-
Remember when they swapped bodies, their mother and daughter? Freaky
I
Friday.
know the movie, but I didn't
watch it.
Yeah, just one of those.
Well, they're gonna remake it. It's probably gonna be terrible. Honestly, I don't know why they're remaking it.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
that's tough.
like Lindsay Lohan's a
honestly.
little bit past the prime of the acting. I think.
You think?
Yeah, definitely,
Do
dude.
you think she did too much cocaine?
I feel like definitely drugs, dude. Yeah, there are a lot of drugs.
Drugs aren't good, kids. No, but seriously, dude.
I mean, honestly, look at Lindsay Lohan. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not good.
Is that
Not
what you
good,
want?
dude.
Is that what you want?
Is that what you want? You want to look like that, dude?
Oh,
jeez. But yeah, it's gonna be a good episode, 8 p.m. Eastern
Manny?
Standard Time. No Manny. Manny's
You
still
and
on assignment.
Michael, where's
Michael
Manny?
and I. Where is he? Was just in France.
France?
And I don't know. He said he was gonna go somewhere else after France, but
Tahiti?
for the life of me, I cannot remember.
Beach Bash.
No Beach Bash. It's somewhere, maybe New Hampshire or something. I feel like it's something like up north.
Yeah.
But
You know what I keep
nonetheless,
thinking
dude.
about though? The Michael K. Wives question. Like, I just don't want to. I don't want it to be like a problem. That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
I mean, I don't think it will be a problem. I really don't. I mean, do you think you would ask like if you interview Rick, like you think you would ask Rick about it first to maybe like get a gauge?
But I just feel like, he'd be like, well, that's not for me to answer. That's not my show. Like,
Oh.
I
Well, because he talks
don't always
about
get to
Rick's
listen.
wife a lot, like not for nothing. It seems to a lot of it seems to be around Rick's wife.
You think there's any chance though? Like I asked the question and then he just walks away.
No, I don't think so. Oh gosh, dude. Josh B knows Freaky Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's very up on that stuff.
He's on the ball, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's probably tight, honestly, about the remake.
Oh, by the way, I can't believe I forgot this. Not that it was like anything great yesterday, but had a great start at golf yesterday. Couple rough holes, so just stuck in there with 97, 46 on the front, which was happy about. Just like the first 4 holes on the back, like got like 3 7s or something. So it just was tough to come back. But parred the last 2.
There we go.
And finally figured out the driver. And it's like just such concentration on staying down. I feel like we've talked about it so many times. Oh, your head's up. No, it's not up.
Yeah.
It's not down. It's not down. So just an obsession with that, an obsession with just staying here and not ending up like up here.
Yeah.
And it, I actually had some like really good drives. So
That's
I was
great,
like,
dude.
pumped. So finally, it seems like we've turned the corner, and where it shouldn't, those problems shouldn't come up anymore. But it's when you get lazy, when you're not as focused, Tony,
Right.
then those things rear their ugly head.
Literally, you lose focus for a second in that game.
Done.
Over,
Done.
dude.
Head up.
Oh gosh,
but
dude.
But overall,
how's Corey feel about the series coming up, dude? What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, he knows, it's the Mets. Like, he's not really worried about it, but
He's not worried about it.
No,
No worry about it.
like what Jeter said. It's the Mets. He did say it. No.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, I mean, he's he knows that there's got to be some reinforcements stuff to work out before the deadline.
Don't
We'll do that.
overlook.
But it starts tonight, and I'm not going to accept anything less than a victory.
I'm not gonna lie. I really hate the pitching matchups.
It's tough, honestly. So it's evident. It's going to pay dividends if they can get some good pitching performances from Peterson and Manaea. But we'll see what happens. We'll talk about that tomorrow as well, Tony, as the preview for Thursday's Rocket Mortgage Classic, Detroit, Michigan. So we'll definitely keep an eye out on that.
Hell yeah, dude.
And we encourage everybody to watch tonight, 8:00 Eastern, Tony, Michael, Binge Buddies. And
That's
we also encourage everybody to continue to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go, Yankees!
Let's go Mets!
And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.